Hi, Adrian. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Are you getting
I thought
started?
I thought you were going to ask me a question.
I thought I was going to interject and stop you.
All righty, folks. We clearly had our wires crossed. Adrian does want to ask me a question,
That
so
is funny.
let's set it up. I love that.
That
That's
is too
funny.
funny. What's going on, everybody? So, Zuber, I got a question for you. So, yesterday, I opened my Instagram and I see this what appears to be as a lawsuit for the NRA, right? And my question for you is what exactly does this mean? So it says the Missouri jury finds realtors brokerages guilty of conspiracy to inflate commissions. I believe it's a $1.78 billion that they have to pay in damages.
Yeah.
From what you know, what exactly does this mean? I know it's a trendy topic. It popped up on my phone yesterday, popped up again today. I know there's tons of people talking about it. What exactly is this and what does it mean?
So I think there's a couple of things that we should kind of be talking about. One is where this started, two, where we're at, and three, potentially unintended consequences. So essentially, as I understand it, this is a antitrust case, which actually, just so you know, takes the $1.8 billion judgment and triples it because it's an antitrust case. So it's actually a $5+ billion hit.
Wow.
Don't get it twisted. This will be appealed. This is not over. This will go to the state, and I would argue probably the Supreme Court. So this is a long way from being finished. So let's realize that this is going to be in the headlines for a while. But where did this start? Basically, NAR is being sued for inflating commissions, right? The 6% commission. And basically because the seller pays both sides, right? Seller and buyer side. They're arguing that that is inflation, or that is it's like a monopoly, right? They're controlling that. And if you were to break it apart, it would be cheaper in all of these things. And basically, sellers of property have been injured. That's essentially what this argument is. And clearly, at least in this case, they prove that, at least to this jury's expectation. Again, it will be appealed. This will go to the Supreme Court. I don't know that NAR has much of a shot. I mean, as an outsider, somebody who's been buying and selling real estate for 20 years, I've always just assumed 6%, right? And so it's never been a consideration. But I do think it does make logical sense that if that was like there's a seller side commission and a buyer side commission, that the total might be significantly less than 6%. It makes logical sense to me. Obviously, I'm not in the room. I'm not making arguments, so I don't know where they're at. But I actually now look forward to what I'll call unintended consequences. Because the unintended consequences could mean to me is, let's say coming out of this, one of the resolutions, besides a big ass fine or judgment or whatever you want to call it, award, you're now going to have a seller pay commission and you may have buyers paying commission. That's possible.
Right.
So the seller side makes sense, right? You negotiate 2-3%, whatever it is, fine. But just think about all the buyers. What if buyers have to pay commission? What if buyers have to pay $500 just to be this or be that? If buyers, specifically first-time buyers, if you're a first-time buyer, and it's kind of like leasing a property in New York. I don't know if you guys know this, but in New York, you actually have to pay a leasing agent to help you get a lease. So when you're moving into a leasing, like you're paying a big fee plus this, plus that, it's a chunk, right?
Wow.
So if one of the resolutions out of this is sellers pay theirs, buyers pay theirs, does that hurt first-time home buyers? I think so.
Most definitely.
Right. And I think it could actually produce more renters, because now you have to save up 3.5% or 5% conventional loan plus 1% plus, I don't
Right.
know, $200 an offer. I mean, you could see how fees on the buyer side could go wonky.
Most definitely.
So,
Wh-
that's kind of where my brain at is I think the entire buying and selling of real estate could fundamentally change as a result of this case once it gets to the Supreme Court. And yes, I think this gets to the Supreme Court.
So what does that have to do with the other article that NAR came out with saying that listing brokers can offer 0% commission?
Yeah, so that came out a couple weeks ago, I think, around the middle of October. There it is, middle of October. They're trying to get ahead of this. NAR's trying to get it. They saw where this was going. And again, they're saying now you can offer 0. They're trying to say, hey, we're not doing 6%, 3 and 3. We could do 3 and 0, right? So they're trying to get ahead of that.
Hmm.
But again, you know, what happens to the buyer side now?
But hasn't this been going on forever?
Well, it's been happening in individual shops forever.
Okay.
But my guess, given the suit, is NAR, right? The organization has always been pushing 5 or 6%. Again, based on my 3 or 4 article review.
Right.
Hence the reason they're being called out. Yeah, but there's individual brokerages that could always give their listing agents, hey, you set whatever you want. But apparently NAR didn't do that, again, based on the fact they lost.
Interesting. That's interesting. Well, I want to continue to ask you questions as this unfolds because I know it's
I
an
really do
interesting
think
topic.
I think the biggest thing for me is not the headline, not the this, not the that. It's just
Right.
how fundamentally different the buying side of real estate may turn out to be. And it may turn out to be a huge negative. And again, I am not an agent. I have 0 skin in the game. I'm just a guy looking at this, knowing that owning a home, getting on the property ladder is a good thing. And if you make it harder, AKA more expensive for buyers, first time buyers, I'm not sure that's a good thing. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. It's already expensive for a home
Yeah.
buyer, let alone adding more fees to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Think
I
about
think
it.
we're going to see it.
1%, 1.5% more,
Yeah.
maybe.
We'll see a drastic reduction in first time home buyers. We'll
I
see a
would think.
drastic reduction in the actual buyer inventory, most definitely, right?
Yeah.
Of our selection of buyers,
Yeah. The
which
demand
then,
side will be constrained again. Yeah.
yeah, constrained
Yeah.
again, which then Blackstone comes in, buys more houses, and pushes them to all rent again, right? And here we are.
Yeah, it does make landlords again, anytime you add restrictions or expenses to first time home buyers, it does produce more
More
tenants.
rent.
That's just
Yeah,
how it works. So,
yeah. Some
Adrian,
wondering
we will
if
stay on
something
top of
else.
this as it goes forward. Thank you for all you do, man. Take care.
Appreciate you guys.